Shout out Maryland Jockey Club. We love y'all. Thanks for helping this venue happen. Wouldn't be possible without y'all. And also, yeah, that's it. That's it. Because these guys are already scrapping and 35%.
That's it.
Yeah.
35% just like that, 15 seconds into it. And right now, Rags is definitely carrying that same momentum that he had in the winner's side of bracket. 45-9. Very surprising to see such a lead against ZD this early, but ZD definitely firing right back. Has the stage control, but it is only momentarily as, Rags just goes right immediately into taking it again.
Yeah, and this will be a very tough mental test for Z because not only did you lose to this guy 3-1 in winner's side, and pretty convincingly too, but the other thing is that if you want to win this tournament, you have to win 2 sets against this guy. And so far, out the gate, at least, he's looking very great.
He is, but Rags had that explosive start, but ZD, clearly figuring out a couple things, bringing it right back up 19% right now. And ZD, this is kind of the point when he starts looking for the kill. That nair was great, but, Rags is definitely on notice because if he gets up tilt into up air, or if he gets nared or jabbed into it, or an untechable spin, the stock will just eliminate, just go away just like that. And ZD, always fast to pull that trigger.
Yeah, it's one of the things where the mechanics working with the character, working with the player, it's a beautiful synergy, and all that comes together into a brutal stock.
I'm not sure what ZD is recognizing to pull off these down smashes on the edge, but he's hit Rags with it several times. Once this round already, but he did it several times in the set before, and that recovery was immaculate. The sweet spot was done perfect right there.
Yeah, Rags swinging just a little bit too early, not finding his mark. And now the down throw, good DI by ZD, making sure that no shuttle loop was possible. But ZD gets the nice hit of the side B so that he can actually follow up a little bit after it. And what?
That was insane.
Okay, my man ZD's in it.
Okay,
he's in it to win it.
In case you just joined us, that character that got footstooled that got fair footstool actually has wings, has multiple jumps, has disjointed hitboxes, and ZD stared it in the eye and said, I know what you will do, and I will meet you there. Wow. Bold, genius, and executed perfectly.
He forced a 50-50 off of a sour spot air-to-air nair and followed him all the way down after. He recognized it in the moment. I didn't recognize it until 2 minutes after he did it. This man's nuts.
Definitely on another level at the moment, but let's not forget he did win game number 1 of the set that these two just played, and Rags managed to just 3-1 it immediately after. So we cannot count him out yet, but talk about a great start if you are indeed going to win this set.
Yeah, but by the numbers, like you're saying, you're playing on par with what you did last time. You have, even though that was nuts, you have to have more in your tank if you want to win this.
Oh, but is he going to make it back?
Nice tech by Rags.
I'm actually not sure if he would have made it back without getting hit.
No, he would have.
Okay.
Yeah.
He definitely would have. Thank you, Coach JDawg. But Rags, it's not the first time he's gone for an attack that's essentially sets up for a stage spike. I really would like to see him go for maybe a down air to push ZD either under the stage or away from the stage, or a back air. Just something to secure the stock instead of giving ZD another chance.
Yeah, because that Foxes have the tech on lock. That's the first thing in playing this character. If you're going to get a stage spike, you better learn how to tech.
Yeah, it's just one of those characters. That's just what you do. Mm-hmm. I thought we were going to see kind of that little vortex by ZD, but fortunate for Rags, he was not able, after that air dodge, he stayed a bit safe. But
nice
that
reaction.
Was not safe. He's thrown out a bunch of those up smashes before, but ZD generally lets go of his shield for whatever reason and gets hit by the last hit. This time ZD played it safe in that recovery. The camera couldn't even follow ZD right there.
Yeah, looping straight around all of the dangerous hitboxes that Metaknight was throwing out there, and air dodging through that shuttle loop too, definitely saving his life. And now that up smash could be a sign of desperation from Rags because he knows that the stock needs to go soon, and I think we might be out of ladder percent soon.
Might be, but ZD, apparently you're not at a ladder percent for him. That up tilt to up air did still connect, and this is very, very scary situation for Rags. He's at 107%, a 114,
Whoa.
And his stock is gone. A 2 stock, very clean, and talk about a dominant performance coming in from ZD.
Yeah, the level of intentionality in that last 10 seconds. He empty jumped up tilted. That was a read in and of itself. And then he read the air dodge after that on the platform. He just had Rags checked all the way through. And that's what he needs to really start making his way through this set. Because like we were saying before, 1 game, you kept up with your previous performance. It's expected. 2 games is showing that you are coming out to play.
And it was a 2-stop. You know, with that said, I don't know exactly what this means, but Rags going for a character switch. I will say he did this earlier versus Cold Weather Game 3. He opted to go for a Zero Suit Samus, and he did win. But, you know, when you are forced off of the character you are most known for, the character that you used to put ZD in the losers, that has to say a lot. But currently, you know, this switch has definitely been paying off. Granted, it's only a small lead. It's definitely a lead nonetheless at the moment.
Yeah, and that's kind of to be expected by Bayonetta. Like, she's one of those characters that just blows you up the early and mid percents. And if she kills you, then great. But if she doesn't kill you, like, and you're at a really high percent, that's when sometimes some Bayonettas start to struggle.
Right now, the struggling has already began. You know, Rags definitely had that lead, but all of a sudden ZD has indeed taken it 106 to 84, and this might be it. Batch within saving him though, but you cannot get saved twice. You know, unfortunately, this bat only had 2 lives and not 9, and just ZD relentless on his pursuit. I thought we were going to see a drag down right there. Very fortunate for him that it did not happen, but Rags is still following ZD. Not able to get the full conversion, but did get some nice damage at the end of the day.
Yeah, now he's starting to get the single hit up Bs as well, which extends the potential for these combos. With ZD, though, still staying alive and answering back aggressively, too.
Yeah, ZD doesn't seem like he's afraid currently of a Witch Time. I don't believe Rags has really pulled it out, surprisingly enough, especially with how many buttons ZD's been hitting. But during that little conversation piece, Rags did manage to finally get a stock off of ZD, and right now a beautiful chain coming in, following with the hill slide. Quick 33% was put on, but ZD just immediately getting that grab and just kind of stopping a bit of that pressure.
Yeah, but now ZD has a bit of room to play. But he's really just 1 hit away from dying against this character. That's one of the scariest things, right? Because I think Rags knows the Witch Twist around this percent could be it, and that is a great one. But even better SDI by ZD, just going all the way down so that no real follow-ups were possible at that percent.
You can see ZD just kind of looking for the best scenario to get this stock. Rags trying to play a bit safe, knowing the situation that he's in. 119 to 64. Is this exactly what he needed, though? No, he's going to hit that ground, and I thought the stock was going to be gone, but ZD felt like he wasn't going to get there in time. He played a little safe, but this is how we go to a game 5. I mean, I'm sorry, game 4.
Yeah, game 4. I mean, the way that was all built up, it felt like a game 5 was about to go into. But, yeah, like we were saying before, Rags wasn't going for those Witch Times, but I felt that he wasn't going to go for it until it would win him a game, not just a stock. And that's exactly what happened. He waited until he had to do that. There was not many other options that he was able to do right there that would have converted into a kill. So Rags, great head on his shoulders. He stayed cool, composed, collected, and this might be enough to force a game 5 and maybe avoid the bracket reset that was impending with his Metaknight.
All gonna start right here, 6 to 5. You know, that percent right there just showed how close this whole match has been. It was such a good, you know, just kind of a tell. These players battling, going back and forth, and right now Rags clearly making a bit of adjustments. It's kind of reminiscent of set number 1 between these two. It was just that he was Metaknight before.
Yeah, but Metaknight, Bayonetta, either of these characters will take you off the top. I think that's just what Rags is looking for in his play. Like he just
uses
wants to kill you
ZSS as well. So.
Yeah, he just wants to kill you off the top at any percent. That's what keeps him going in this game.
He's like, man, I wouldn't play if I couldn't ladder. Oh, wow, ZD going for an F smash right there. Very surprising. Almost losing his stock for it. You know, one fortunate thing for ZD is that Rags doesn't seem to quite have the combos down as a normal Bayonetta main, and that's kind of keeping ZD alive at the moment. We see a bunch of hits and a bunch of exchange wins by Rags, but he's not able to get that same conversion we see other Bayonettas do, or we see his Metaknight do.
Yeah, but now Rags is going to be trapped on the ledge, easing up tilt for his troubles, avoiding an up air that would have killed. I think that traded. All right, good tech, but we knew ZD would do it. But now he has to clear his lag before he goes for another aerial. But now who needs to do that? And he goes for that forward air to clear that recovery lag. So we're all good in the neighborhood.
Right now, 101 to 27. You know, ZD needs to kind of do it now because his composure has not exactly been his strong suit against Rags. So you definitely want to end this now before Rags potentially wins this next game and you kind of tilt game 5.
Yeah, at the very least, put yourself in the reset territory, if anything.
right now he's definitely looking poised to do it. Granted, he's at 137, 147, lost his stock, but he does still have Rags to 81%, so not a bad spot to be in.
Yeah, but Bayonetta, always a danger. One witch twist, and if ZD's SDI isn't on point, we could see upwards of 40, 50%.
Or we could see a witch time into some janky spike.
Yeah, that's also very true.
Wow, at that grab, beautifully placed right there by Rags. And you saw ZD just kind of trying to force his will right there. This could be the end of it. He's not going to get the conversion, but Rags still getting some good damage, 60% and still counting. And is this what Rags needed? We're not quite sure yet. Going for a witch time right there. It was a little risky. ZD capitalized on it, but didn't get the stock.
Yeah, but now he's just sitting so safely in shield. Punishes with the down tilt, trying to force an up tilt or up air or back air. But I think Rags might be swinging just a little bit too early because ZD's SDI is on point. These witch twists aren't finding anything. As a matter of fact, they're probably putting Rags in a worse position than if he had not done them in the first place. But side B to up air, not quite killing just yet. A back throw is going to send ZD pretty far off stage, but he pulls the gun just a little bit too long. ZD makes it back center stage, goes for an up smash, but gets stuffed by a back air.
And right now, you know, ZD, is his fourth throw going to do it? Yes, it does. And Rags brings it to a game 5.
Oh, man. And this is the situation that ZD wanted to avoid. Even if he wins, he has to win. He has to do all of this again.
Yes.
Exhausting. This
if
is
he
just
can
exhausting.
do it this time.
Yeah, that's a big if right now. That's a tall order.
Because the Bayonetta switch so far has a 100% win rate.
Mm-hmm.
It has not lost at all yet. And Rags saying, you know what, that was a little too close for comfort. I don't think I can do it again. And opting to go back to Metaknight, the tried and true, the thing that puts ZD and losers in the first place.
And I don't know, I don't know how much I agree with this, because earlier it looked like ZD had your Metaknight scouted. I think game 1 was close, but game 2 was a very convincing 2-stock.
And you know, from the mental point of view, ZD may have been thinking, dang man, this Bayonetta came out, it defeated me, I don't know what I'm going to do. Now this is Metaknight, it's kind of a breath of fresh air. Hey, this is Metaknight, I just finished 2-stocking this character, nothing to worry about anymore. And we'll find out if Rags, you know, has to look in the mirror after this and say that wasn't the right decision, or if he says, hey, at the end of the day, I'm a Metaknight main, I'm going to win by the sword or I'm going to lose by the sword.
Yeah, I do respect it, but I mean, when your Bayonetta was working that far, you gotta, it calls in all the questions that you were just talking about. But it could all change in 1 or 2 hits, and we've seen Rags. He's an absolute magician with the sword of Metaknight, and is that it? If he could go for a suicide, or maybe the platform of Smashville is there for the assist.
And
he knew.
Just called him a magician. That was some magic right there. You know, finally getting the hit and getting it when it counted, and that wasn't even a suicide. He had the platform. He knew exactly what he was doing. That was just genius play by Rags.
Yeah, and now he's playing with house money. He can just go as ham as he wants. Shield's a skittle right now, but that he got enough space to at least force ZD off stage. Retreating very far, though. He has to buy the time for the shield to go back, because you need that. Because if ZD presses a button once or twice, if you get poked, that could be it. But it also still could be it. Rags going for a tech chase, not quite finding it. And now he's going to be trapped on the ledge yet again, but this time answering back with up air. ZD's not having any of it, though. Get back off my stage, he says.
ZD struggling to kind of get an opening at this point, you know. At 59, Metaknight's approaching max rage, and you know that you can be laddered at any time. And a falling back air does manage to sneak its way in. ZD definitely has a little bit of a hill to climb. At 65%, though, it's not the end of the world. ZD's definitely one of those players that's capable of doing it, and Fox is the right character to do it with.
And that back air was actually super risky, because the hitbox of Force Smash extends above Metaknight. So he shifted his hurtbox back with the back air just barely enough, so if Rags had thrown that out there, he wouldn't have gotten hit. It was pixels. It was pixels.
But I mean, that's, you know, when you're in the grand finals at a Xanadu, that is what you're playing with. Each pixel matters at this point. 26 to 74, and this might be it. No, ZD has managed to fall out of so many up Bs the entire set. That DI right there was questionable. I don't think ZD was expecting to get back on so quickly.
Yeah, it was very surprising for him. But now a single dash attack could spell victory or defeat for either of these characters. Dash attack from Fox will set up for a lot, but a grounded up B, not quite enough, even though it has better knockback, but Rags is still sticking to him. He had that roll read scouted, but now it's finally ZD's turn to play, and he's trying to get the most bang for his buck. Forward throw should not kill. Okay, thank God.
I was like, that would be crazy if it did.
I would be pissed.
But
I'd be happy with this.
ZD at 124, you know, Meta Knight, very, very light character, 62%. He has to worry about an untechable up smash situation. The footstool, Rags is trying to scout out a roll. ZD did not give it to him at 74. Now, next hit matters so much. This essentially decides if we're going to see a bracket reset or not. ZD searching and searching for that up air, not able to connect it.
Whoa. And these guys are playing crazy, but at the end of the day, Rags gets the better end of a scramble situation. That shield was getting low. ZD had to do something. He opts to jump, and then up smash just covers so much space. And that's going to be Rags taking the tournament off of a nail-biter finish.
Wow. That was incredible. And you know, when you look in the mirror, all we can do is clap him up because he went Meta Knight and it came through. He definitely won. Game 5 situation versus ZD. Talk about a great win to add to your mantle.